Let's start with folding each strip in half lengthwise and press. Open it up, then fold both long roll edges toward the center crease and press again. Fold the strips back along the original crease and give it a final press. Now fold one short end of the strip right sides together, keeping all folds tucked in. Sew it with a 7mm seam allowance. Turn the tie right side out. Then top stitch close to the edge, backstitching at both ends. We are going to repeat this for all 4 strips. For the waistband, fold both long edges of the binding to the wrong side by 1 cm and press. Place the ties to the wrong side of the fabric at the markings. Then fold the binding in half, right sides facing, and pin it down. Sew along the edge with a 1 cm seam allowance, stitching several times over the ties. Turn the binding right side out to see how it looks. Pin the 2 skirt pieces together with the right sides facing. Sew them together using a 1 cm seam allowance. Finish the raw edge with a serger or a zigzag stitch. Then serge or zigzag the 2 short sides and 1 long side of the fabric. First, fold the shorter finished edges to the wrong side by 1 cm and press. Top stitch with a 7mm seam allowance and backstitch at both ends. Now do the same on the longer finished edge. Fold it by 1 cm and press it down neatly. Then stitch it in place with a 7mm seam allowance. Lay the skirt right side up. Starting from one edge, mark every 5 cm along the top and the bottom with a ruler or any 5 cm white cardboard strip along the body of the skirt. These markings will guide the box pleats. Now bring the first 5 cm mark to meet the second and pin at the top and the bottom. Then bring the third mark back to meet the second and pin again. Repeat this process across the entire width. Once all pleats are pinned in place, press them flat. Using a steam iron helps the pleats hold their shape better, but if you don't have one, just press firmly so the pleats set nicely. Sew across the top edge to secure the pleats, backstitching at both ends. Insert the top edge of the pleated skirt, which is the stitch side, into the open edge of the binding by about 1 to 1.5 cm. If the 5 cm measurements and the pinning were done correctly, the skirt should fit evenly inside the binding. Sew along the binding to secure everything. Make sure the front and back of the binding are aligned so the top stitch catches both layers. Sew buttonholes at the markings to allow the ties to pass through. It's important that the shorter ties are positioned closer to the buttonhole markings, but feel free to adjust the buttonhole placements to your preference. Trim loose threads, clean them up, and cut open the buttonholes. Give the skirt a final press. And your Mushi overlap skirt is ready to wear. Thank you for watching. You can find the link to the pattern below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our newest patterns. Bye!